Hi there guys, we're going to do a singer reacts video for you today instead of a DJ reacts video because I essentially do both now. So I want to talk about the lower end of the voice spectrum, so the lower notes, and what has prompted it is The Business by Tiesto. It's from September last year, cracking tune, but it's been more popular recently, got more radio plays at the moment, and I just wanted to talk about it. So I'll give you a little snippet of what we're talking about.
Let's get down to business.
So it's much lower. I mean, normally songs are all about the high notes, and it's all, you know, fanfares for, you know, the singers that can hit those ridiculously high notes and things. Ariana Grande's, Mariah Carey's, that sort of thing. You know, it's like, how on earth do they do that? But surprisingly, these lower notes are quite difficult to get down to as well. So if you was to try it as if you were just singing normally, so it's let's get down to business, there's not enough support here to get down below you, so you have to sort of open up the back of your throat as if you're yawning and sort of relax the jaw a little bit more. So let's get down to business. So that last note is probably towards the bottom end of my vocal range, but I didn't hit it before because the support was kind of in the wrong place and there was basically just not enough air coming through. That's why you have to open the back of your throat. If I was warmed up and everything else, I may be able to go a little bit lower, more diaphragm support as well, but it is a low note, good song and everything else. Another example of lower notes being used in a song that's been more popular is the Disturbed version of the Simon and Garfunkel song Sound of Silence. I'll give you a little snippet.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So, hello, darkness, my old friend. It's the way he does it is a lot more, there's a lot more air to it and it's a lot softer, but it kind of sounds darker at the whole sort of like fantastic in what he does. I mean, if you sort of YouTube these guys and just sort of see exactly what they do, David just does an amazing job with his voice. To say that he has, you know, issues with his voice, where you really wouldn't know unless you know. Okay, now the opposite, obviously, end of the spectrum as well, especially from a male point of view, if you like. And now I'm going to talk briefly about Dimash Kudaibergenov from Kurdistan, I think he's from. Since he was 2.5, he's been trained to an amazing level. You know, his father's a lecturer in one of the universities there in sort of music and that sort of thing, and his mum, I believe, is one of the top sopranos in their country, in the operas and everything. So he's literally lived and breathed this. He was 2.5 years old since he could talk, essentially, and he's got an incredible range. Now I'm sure he can go way lower than me. It certainly can go way higher than me. Now this is just an example of what he can do. This is nowhere near the top of his range, by the way. This is a Russian pop song called Opera 2. It's effortless. I'll put a link in the video description for all these little snippets. It's effortless. I mean, he could hold that note for 30 seconds with no problem at all. I mean, if I even tried that note, I'd run out of air. Be like, it doesn't sound the same, does it? I'm trying far too hard, and he's just barely trying to even hit that. He's using different parts of his voice. He's got way more support than I have, and you know, it's just incredible what this guy can do. I'm still learning, and I may get there one day, but we'll see for now. So yeah, like I said, I'll put links in all these descriptions. you know, I'd like to hear what you guys think about these sorts of videos as well. You know, think of any other really lower end stuff like the baritones, even basses, you know, your Barry Whites, that sort of thing as well. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.